friends and fans. Okay, today I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to go straight to the subject of the day. Uh, for for my video with them chat part 5. In the video with them chat part 4, we covered some common time rhythms 3/8 rhythms 9/8 and so on. But this one is going to be a little bit more challenging because this video involves 16th notes. So I'm going to show you some exercises, some rhythm practice drills that we're going to cover, and some of the exercises you will need to do on your own. Okay, so we are going to try to go through these rhythms together. Okay, so let's see. Exercise, I got 4, 5, 6, 7, and then at the bottom there are some rhythm drills that in different time signatures that you will be able to practice yourself. Okay, 4, 5. Okay, this is I hope you can see that. Yeah, got the number 4, 5, 6, and 7. And those are the rhythm that involve the 16th notes. And then at the bottom here, those are some exercises that you can do on your own. So go ahead and take a good look at the number 4, 5, 6, number 4, number 5, number 6, and number 7 drills. And then at the bottom, those are exercises, rhythm drills, rhythm exercises that you can practice on your keyboards. Okay. All right. So let's go right into it. As usual, if you look at the number 4, it is a common time for 4/4 rhythm with 4 pulses, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then as you already know, when you got your 4/4 time signature, the top number 4 means there are 3 beats in the measure. 4 beats in the measure. Let me repeat that. The top number 4 means that there are 4 beats, 4 counts in the measure, and a quarter note, the bottom section, the bottom number of the time signature tells you that a quarter note gets 1 count, 1 beat, one beat in the measure. So that's what we have exercise number 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1 beat, 2 beat. I mean beat number 1, beat number 2, beat number 3, and beat number 4. And it's a quarter note each. That's the pulse. Now exercise number 5. As you can see, the pulses, the quarter notes have been broken down into 4 equal 16th notes. And when you play 1, 2, 3, 4, then you're going to have to play 4 beats. 4 beats. On each count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in 1 you're gonna have to play. We are going to have to play 4 16 notes on beat on beat 2. Same thing. We have to play 4 16 notes. Beat 3 and beat 3 and beat 4. Same thing. So it's gonna be something like so it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. So the way when you break down a quarter note into 2 8th notes, when you count it, you say, when you count your measures, so the count is 1 and 2. Okay, 1 and sorry, excuse me. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, that's when you play 2 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So when you play 4 16 notes, it's gonna be 1 E N 1 E N R 1 E N R. Okay, 1 E N R 1 E N 1 E and what and, but you say it's gonna be 4 16 notes, 1 E and R. Okay, so let's see, 1 2 3 4. So it's gonna be 1 E and R 1 E and R 1 E. No, not that. 1 2 3 4. 1 2. Okay. 1 E N R 1 E N R 1 E N R 1 E N R 1 E N R 1 E N R 1 E N R 1 E N R. You can go slower. 1 E N R 1 E N R 1 E N R. That's your 16. That's your 16 notes. 4 16 notes on each beat in that 4/4 measure. Okay, 1 E N R 1 E N R 1 E N R 1 E N R 1 E N R 1 E N R 1 E N R 1 E N R 1 E N R. Okay, so that's 16 notes in played in the 4/4 time signature of 4/4 meter. Okay, 1 2 3 4. 1 E N R 1 E N R 1 E N R 1 E N R 1 E N R 1 E N R 1 E N R. Okay, So that's exercise number 5. Now in that exercise, you can see there's a horizontal line, and you have those 16 notes on top of the horizontal line, and then you have the pulse, four quarter notes at the bottom of the horizontal line. At the bottom of the horizontal line. So I'm gonna play the horizontal line. No, I'm gonna play the top, the notes, the 16 notes on top of the horizontal line with my right hand, and I'm gonna use the key of E in C major. Then I'm gonna use my left hand to play the bottom notes at the bottom notes, you know, and then I'm gonna use my left hand. I'm gonna use C, the key C. So it's gonna be, if I say, okay, this is the pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E and now 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 1 E and now. Okay. That's the 4 pulses. Play with my left hand, and the 16 notes, you know. Play with my right hand. Now please take a look at this card. Okay, let me see. There you go. Okay, you see a quarter note that is equal to 2 eighth notes, and then the 2 eighth notes. Okay, and then you can see below the 2 eighth notes you have 4 16th notes. Each 8th note has been divided into 2 16th notes. So you have 2 8th notes. Each is equal to 2 16th notes. So here you have 4 16th notes. And then you can see the count of the below the 16th note. You can see the count 1 E and A. Okay. So we just play that 1 E and A, 1 E and A. Okay. So that's it. So let me check another. That's another rhythm. Okay, now take a look at this one. Okay, now you can see. Take a good look at it. Okay. When you play rhythm, you have to really. It is about how long you stay on the note. How long you play when you play a note. How long you play it. How long you stay on that note. Okay. So see this rhythm here. Okay, you have you got 4/16 notes, and then if you really took a good look at it, the first two in the 16, well, the 4/16 notes, 1E and A, now become the first two 16 notes of 1E and A now become have been combined into 1/8 note. So remember, for the first two 16 notes, when you were saying 1E, and then the last two you say and A, 1E and A. Now since you combine the first two, 1E to 1/8 note, that means now that you have 1/8, you have another rhythm, which is 1/8 note followed by 2/16 notes. So when you count the 8th note, remember, when you play with rhythm, it is how long you stay, how long you play a note. Then now when you play the 8th note, you go into on the 8th note. You're going to say you're going to count as 1E, but the E, 1E, let me explain. When you used to say 1E and A, and you play 1E and A, now you're going to say 1E, but you're going to play a quarter note on that 1E. So 1E, 1E. You're not saying 1E. The quarter note, 1E. See, it's how long you remain, how long you stay on the note. So that rhythm is like you're gonna say 1E and A. 1E. Okay, let's do it again. The quarter note and it's 2/16 note. Okay. Okay. Now if I, see, that's this one at the bottom. The one at the bottom. Okay. Say 1E and A. 1E and A. 1E and A. 1E and A. 1E, 1E and A. Okay? So we are practicing these things together. Now it's it is a little bit challenging now when you get into that kind of rhythm. So once again, look at it. The bottom rhythm. You got 1/8 note followed by 2/16 note. It's how long you stay, how long you play a note. Okay. Now for the bottom rhythm that you're looking at. Now when you say one E, you don't you play and the eighth note for the two count 1 E. So you become, okay. That's the one. All right. So now let's look at another one. Okay. Here's another one right here. Right here we have another one. See, as you can see, we still have our 4/16 notes, 1 E and R. But now you have 2/16 notes followed by a quarter. No, 2/16 notes followed by an eighth note. Let me see that again. You got 2/16 notes followed by 1/8 note. Okay, so you see it. Okay, how you going to play this rhythm? All right, so okay, now this one, look at on the, you can see on the first beat. Okay, on the first two, say under the first two in red, when you count, it's 1 E, 1 E, 1 E. And then when you go to the eighth note, okay, it's an A. Okay, you see how now, because the eighth note you're looking at, it is equal to 2/16 notes. So when you play it, you know, you're going to stay on it for 2/16 notes. You're going to play it for the values of 2/16 notes. Okay, so it's something like, it is one. Okay, that's, you play 1 E, and then when you play the eighth note, that it will be the Na. Okay, it's like, okay, okay. So keep that in mind. Okay, those, you need to, especially the beginners, you need to practice those rhythms all, you know, all the time, because so you can, so they can become natural to you. As soon as you see them, you recognize the, you will recognize the way to count, the way to play them, if you practice them a lot. So once again, this one is this one at the bottom, 2/16 notes followed by a quarter note. Sorry, 2/16 note followed by an eighth note is, okay. 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 You still count. You are still counting. Okay. 1 E and 1 E and 1 E and 1 E and 1 E and. It's how long you stay on the note, how long you play the note, that makes the changes in the rhythm, in the rhythms. Okay, so that's done. Okay, all right, let's look at another one. Here's another one. Take a good look at it. You have a quarter. I don't know why I'm saying quarter. Quarter. It's not a quarter. It's you got an eighth note followed by, well, it's a dotted. It's a dotted eighth note followed by a 16th note. So right there, you still have 4 16th notes, except 3 of them are combined into one note. You see, just like I have been telling you, its rhythm is about how long you play a note. You know, here you have only two notes. You have a dotted eighth note followed by a 16th note, and then when you think about it, they equal to 4 16th notes. You know, it's how long you stay, how long you play the notes that that really that how long you play the notes. It's the way you really understand what kind of rhythm you are playing. So this one, if you look at it very carefully, you got a dotted quarter note. Why I'm saying quarter note? You got a dotted 16th note, or now that's even worse. You have a dotted eighth note. So we know that an eighth note is equal to two 16th notes, and if it has a dot with it, its value is increased by half. So since the eighth note is equal to 16th notes, half of it is 1/16th notes. So you have 2 16th notes, and you add another 16th note to it. That makes it 3 16. That makes its value to be 3 16 notes. Play only with one note, and followed by another 16 notes, which makes it a total of 4 16th notes. The only thing is, you're gonna remain on the dotted. You're gonna stay on the dotted 16th note, and count for 3 16 notes. Yeah, you're gonna stay on the dotted 8th note and count for 3 16 notes before you move to the next 16th notes. Okay, so when it's just like when you count, you're gonna say on the first 16 note, on the dotted 16, on the dotted 8th note, you're gonna count one En, and then the last 16th note is going to be the Na. 1 and Na. 1 and Na. Okay, so let's see. One, two, three, four. 1 and Na. Okay, now you can say 1 and Na. 1 and Na. No. 1 and Na. 1 and Na. Okay. 1 and Na. 1 and Na. Okay. Okay. That's it. So there you go. Okay. There you go. All right, so this one. All right. Now let's see. Maybe this one here is a little bit challenging. Yeah. You got this one here. You have 1/8 note in the middle of 2/16 notes. Okay. See it? How you gonna play? How you gonna play this rhythm? Well, we're gonna try together. So we know the first 16. We know that the first 16th note is 1, and then the last 16th note. Okay, let me repeat that. If we analyze it, the first 16th note is 1, and we also have the last 16th note we know is going to be the na. That means the 8th note in the middle is going to be E and. Okay, E and na. So once again, it's how long you play a note. So we're going to be E1, we're going to be 1 on the first 16th note, and then on the 8th note, you count En, okay, because that's 2/16 notes right there, and then the last 16 note is a na. So let's try that. So it's going to be, yes, that's it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Okay. Okay. Now one more and we're done. One more and we're done. So we just what we've been studying, what we have been studying is 16th note, 16 notes. You know how to play 16th notes and different versions of it. Okay, different rhythm versions of it. Okay, 16th notes and their variations, their rhythm variations. That's what we've been studying, you know, today. Okay, one last one here. Okay. Okay, now you're looking at the first note is a 16th note followed by a dotted 8th note. So you still have one E and R right here. Okay? It's once again, it's how long you play a note, how many counts you stay on a note before you move to another note. So right here, take a good look at it. Okay? I can see we know the first beat. The first 16th note is going to be 1 or 1 or 2, 3, 4. You know, it's going to be on the beat. Okay, the first 16 notes are on the beat. So you know, 1 it's going to be 1, 2, and 3 and 4. Okay, so now, so we can see here. We can see here we got we need to play the dotted 8th note for 3 16th notes. So it's gonna be 1 E and a, 1 E and a, 1 E and a. Okay, so it's gonna be like this. Okay, 1 E and a, 1 E and a, 1 E and a. Now you say, okay, you're gonna say, we're gonna try that. Let's try it together. 1 E and a, 1 E and a, 1 E and a, 1 E and a. Okay, 1 E and a, 1 E and a, 1 E and a. Okay. Okay. 1. So 1 E and a, 1 E and a, 1 E and a, 1 E and a. Okay. That's it. That's the last one. Okay.